a brand new decade, time really does fly. Stronger bosses and stronger equipment, we'll really have to try. 24 full years of questing, banking dead we've never been. RuneScape 3 Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, questing through 2010. Welcome back to January 1st, 2010. My New Year's resolution is rune crafting. By far my lowest skill, sitting here at 58. Besides that, what else would be the lowest? 75 farming? Looks like it. A lot of very good skill levels. Rune crafting is not one, because of how slow and annoying and not worth doing it has been. But with the Ardoin Achievement Diary rewards of being able to stack up some noted pure essence here, which I've been doing for a few days while working on other stuff, we now have a good pile that should be able to get us at least a bit of XP here. Also went ahead and claimed the small pouch from the mage at the middle of the abyss, the medium pouch for free at the Runecrafting Guild. I spent like 25k or something getting the large pouch at the Runecrafting Guild. Just a lot quicker than trying to get the drops from abyssal creatures. Also got an Earth Staff and on Lunar Magic, because that's how we're going to be training runecrafting here. Should be good. Using Moon Clan and Orania teleports. Technically Telegroup Moon Clan, because it uses the same amount of Astral and Law runes as regular. Only more Earth runes, but that doesn't matter because we have the Earth Staff. And we get one additional magic experience, or something. At any rate, we pop up over here on Lunar Isle and unnote our essence. Using the typical, how we would have to do it here, old school equivalent of filling up the inventory completely. We're also doing an extra step of just filling up the pouches. It fills, everything fills. It's a little bit of an awkward system. A lot of these systems are slightly different than they would have been. Well, that's okay. Put the cape back on. Getting this one extra inventory space for one of the runes here. And then, Orania teleport. A very solid rune crafting training method here. Just teleporting back to the bank to get more essence. The other option would be running back through the dungeon here and banking with this guy. But that requires, every time you go into the bank, 20 of any kind of rune. And especially with the more expensive prices for stores compared to what they originally were, that'd be a little bit expensive, a little unnecessary, and slower. And then we just run straight down the quote-unquote dangerous path. A lot less dangerous because how weak everything is, and also because any damage that we take is going to be healed when we go to the bank, because that's how it works. Not that we're going to take a lot of damage, but still. Lots of things slightly different, including the actual rune crafting part. You really shoot me from there. Rude. It's not going to be a problem. The actual rune crafting part. Originally, and currently, we just use the essence in the inventory, and you have to manually empty the pouches and craft again, sometimes like 3 more times, because of the way that it makes a whole bunch of different runes here, and then you have less inventory space to take more essence out. But an update in 2014 means that when we craft runes, it just makes all the runes at once. And there you go. All the runes. We can check the pouches, and they are empty. And that's okay, because that's how it works. And then we just teleport back to Moon Clan, run to the bank, while dropping all the runes that we don't want. I'm keeping the nature runes for potentially doing stuff. And then we just bank another 36 essence. Fill the pouches, take it out, back we go. Back to Orania. the idea is that hopefully we make enough law runes and astral runes from just doing this that we don't run out. If we need more astral runes, we would still technically need to go and get the lunar seal, whatever it is, seal of passage. That's not until 2012 or something, where we don't need that for talking to anybody on the Lunar Isle. At any rate, just run through here, barely take any damage, craft our runes instantaneously, which is very convenient. It's also more experience than other places. Here is almost 600 XP. It's pretty good. And we can try to not use the wrong teleports. That would also help. Group Moon Clan. Nobody else is here to take our group teleport, but, you know, it's a dream. Drop all the other runes, get some more essence. Just keep doing this as long as we have essence. With 36 per run and 3,900 essence, it's going to be more than 100 runs here. Not that that's really too bad or anything. It's pretty doable, honestly. In terms of XP, each one's almost 600. That could be like 60,000 XP or something. Or even more. Also more if we keep on adding more days to this whole system here. Eventually, we'll have enough essence and XP and everything. But hey, more runes. Not complaining. And I'll see if we are going up on astrals. We're doing about even so far, but we also cast the wrong teleport spell, so that didn't help. Another change in 2025 was removing the delay for crafting here, which is interesting. So, in total, should be alright. Also, time runes. Those are new. 2025. More XP for that? Probably. Wild stuff out here. So, the idea is essentially the same. Crafting the runes, going back and forth, running back and forth, teleporting. It's just all the mechanics and the amount of clicks required and the runes we're getting. Slightly different. Close enough. It's pretty much all we can do here. Yeah. I'm gonna do this. See how much XP we can get. Here is the first level. 59 rune crafting. Oh boy. Well, that is 2 cosmic runes per essence, if we went and made just cosmic runes. It's going to be slightly relevant in a little bit here. And now it's time for those cosmic runes to do something. A few cosmic runes, a few air runes. No, 1 cosmic rune, 2 air runes, and a astral rune. NPC contact, the Dark Mage. Got our small pouch from him earlier. And now we're talking to him again. Must not break my concentration, etc., etc. Can you repair my pouches? They're degrading. Yep. Pouch repaired. When it breaks, when you put in the essence, it goes down by 2 with the amount of essence it can hold, which is not ideal. 3 essence in the small, 6 in the medium, 9 in the large. Takes quite a few runs before a large pouch degrades. Later on at 75, when you get the giant pouch, that degrades a lot more quickly. But that's not what we're doing, so we're fine. 60 rune crafting. Milestone. Achievement. Unlocks. That is later. Runic staff and miasma runes. Not bad. Not things we're going to need to worry about for a long time. That is also base 60 stats for all the skills that exist so far. And we're already, like we said, base 75 stats for skills that aren't rune crafting though, so it's something. It's something. We're also easily staying ahead on law runes and astral runes, so let's do it nicely. Stacking up the natures. Looking good. One more day of essence claimed. Got us just enough here to get level 61 rune crafting. Look at that. That is a quest requirement. And the highest rune crafting level we're going to need before rune crafting becomes absolutely trivial. And we never need to craft runes, realistically, ever again. So that's nice. Got a nice pile of nature runes here. That'll go very nicely. Probably should keep the... Do we have any air runes here? Yeah. Gonna get the regular spells back on. Get some teleport to the house. I suppose we can go use some of these nature runes. Right now would be a good time for that. Calculated everything out. Use a bit more. Should be fine. Mithril and coal mined in the Jatizo mine. Superheated with the nature runes. Smithed into mithril dart tips in town. Feathers collected from multiple shops because we are in the awkward in-between time here where there's no longer infinite stocks of feathers and there's also no feather packs for some reason. Lots of other packs, but feathers is later. Well, there's still like 10 different shops we can get 1,000 from per day, so enough for this much at least. No levels or anything, but enough smithing XP that we should be good if I calculate everything correctly for the future. Knowing exactly what's going to happen years down the line does have its benefits. But yeah, only made the 4,000 out of the 20,000 because of the whole only made 10 dart tips per bar, now it's 50. It's also slower, so we really could get away with saying we should be able to make all the darts, but not too worried about fletching. I'm just going to drop the other dart tips here. They don't really sell for that much, since nobody really wants mithril dart tips. But still, maybe a few million or something. It's something. I wish to drop it. There you go. And for the other 4,000, we can actually sell them to the shop. A few coins for our efforts. Why not? Far, far less coins than all the nature runes would have cost us. But we did technically runecraft all these, so actually just pure profit. And smithing XP, and mining XP, and magic XP, and fletching XP. Pretty big wins all around. But yeah. We still have some nature runes here. That's going to be useful for in the middle here. Worry about that in a bit. But right now, updates. On January 4th, 2010, the Q&A schedule for this January and February, since the last Q&As were so good. Submit all your questions on the forum thread until the 7th. You're going to have answers and live sessions from a whole bunch of different teams and people over the next 7 weeks after that. So, that'll be good. On January 8th, 2010, membership cards now available at Best Buy, Future Shop, and the Universities of Toronto, Caperton, and Calgary in Canada. Go get your RuneScape membership from University Shop or whatever. Wild stuff. Shifting demographics? Perhaps. Has been out for a while at this point. Anyways. On January 11th, 2010, patch notes, first of the year. No more being able to spin other weapons with the candy cane spinning emote. Sad times. Removed extra skulls from the Wizard's Tower basement. Sea sounds on boat journeys. Cows will moo properly. And your player-owned house furniture will not disappear if you die to poison. Lots of interesting bugs. All kinds of things fixed. And of course, just tons of typos and stuff too. In other news, the Christmas event has been removed. Item dragging in the inventory was causing a lot of lag, so that's been fixed. The soul split tooltip was corrected to actually say how much it's actually healing. You can turn off the option to switch back to prayers from curses at altars. More item dropping sound effects. The XP rewards for cashing in Soul Wars Zeal will now count for if you leveled up during the process. So you get the full amount of XP you would get. And that last one there is very relevant, because Soul Wars. New stuff happening here, like options with Zimberfizz, and makeover for Nomad, but not this one. Something like that. Mostly because of the next quest here. And that is the first of 2010. Nomad's Requiem. Requirements. King's Ransom. Complete the Knight's Waves in Camelot. Complete the Soul Wars tutorial, which I thought we did. 75 Magic, 70 Prayer, 66 Mining, 65 Hunter, 60 Construction. A magic weapon and the runes to cast Fire Spell. Previously would not have required a magic weapon, but now with how magic works, it does actually require it. Also need a pickaxe, which we can get during the quest, but we just have our one from previously. And it even used to require completing the Soul Wars minigame itself. But that became more and more difficult over the years as less people wanted to play Soul Wars. There was a change in 2015 to change the required people to start the game from 10 on both teams to 5 on both teams. That's still a lot. Best chance you're gonna get is in the new Spotlight times, but see about that. Also need to see about this whole tutorial business. Well, what are we thinking about that? I had checked and it looked like we had started that, or done that before, but it's not crossed off. Talk to Nomad. Hi, you again. How can I help? Soul Wars, ammunition. I don't want to talk to you. Talk to Zimberfizz instead. Whatcha, Governor? Hey, talk to me if you want to know anything worth knowing. Let's talk to His Highness over there before he gets his knickers in a twist. Yeah. We might need to do the tutorial still here. Ah, you again. How can I help? Tell me more about Soul Wars. Of course. I can give you a brief demonstration or a book to read on your own time. Book sounds good. Can I have a copy? Sure thing. Here you go. Wow, it's the Soul Wars book. There's all the places. This counts as the tutorial? We might need to do the demonstration portion. We can't actually get them to start the quest here. And that was talking to them. Talk to Zimmerfizz. Nope, still won't let me talk to him. Ammunition. Don't want to talk to you. Rewards. Soul Wars. Can't I just get started? I won't stop you. Head south and pick a team to get started. And that also technically doesn't count as the tutorial. Alright, what do we need for the demonstration? It's like, no specific things or something. Can you give me the demonstration? I'm afraid that I can't allow capes, non-combat items, or food into the battleground. Rules are rules. There's a bank chest here. Deposit the items you don't need and speak to me again for a demonstration. Okay. Well, when you say capes, what was it, capes, something, and non-combat items? It's gonna be these toad flags. Alright. Well, I'm gonna need to drop the cape, or alch the cape or something. Going to need to see what's not required here. What exactly was it? Also need to go put the money away in Kingdom for a minute. Alright. We'll make this happen. Inconvenient. We'll see if we can get through this quick enough to pick up the toad flax again. Worst case scenario, we can just go get more toad flax seeds and stuff, but Soul Wars demonstration. Very well. I'm not too worried about Soul Wars, or the demonstration, or any of this. Soul Wars, huh? It's the avatar of creation. We'll be seeing this later. Soul Wars. Oh boy. Just need to go through here. We probably need to finish the tutorial, so actually just finish the tutorial. Soul Wars demonstration. Let's get started. This place is Soul Wars. You fight the things, you fight some stuff. There's 2 teams, there's graveyards and supplies and etc, etc. Don't think we're gonna play Soul Wars. We did get the music track for being in here though. I guess I should have seen that that was a problem here. I thought I did look at this to make sure I had this, but something. Must have not seen I didn't. Or whatever. Doesn't matter. Here's Zimberfizz. Kill Zimberfizz. Yeah. Slay monsters. And then you pick up the soul fragments. We go to the soul fragments, move it to the obelisk. It's also got this older style looking chat box here. And you fight some small things, bring them to the obelisk, power up or depower the things. There's bones and Soul Wars. Nobody does this. Zimberfizz returns. Just obliterating poor Zimberfizz. Oh boy. Now we are controlling places. That's also part of it. Charge the obelisk. Weakens the avatar. And then, with our Slayer level, needs to get to a certain level of the avatar going down before we can fight them. And they're big. And they're dangerous. They have multiple faces. We go fight the avatars and win the game. Very good. Here, talk to Nomad. We'll see over under on our herbs disappearing. 2-minute timer or something. There we go. This is showing the death mechanics. You come back as a ghost for a little bit, and then you can leave the spawn points again. Control one of the further out graveyards, and you can spawn there instead. Very good. Soul Wars. Leave the portal. And there you go. That's the Soul Wars tutorial. Very necessary. Very cool. No herbs. Alright. Well, that should be enough to actually start the quest now. Talking about His Highness. Alright. We're gonna go get our money back. Withdraw another cape from the house. And be sad about those lost herbs, but we have all the herb patches filled with other herbs, so it's fine. And also get some food. That would help. And we're back. Got the cooking cape this time. This is the last skill cape that was in the house. Keep on needing to drop and out these as I get to spots where I can't have capes on. Anyways, it does technically have the ability of cooking all food, but it's not that big of a deal. We are 99 cooking, so it's fine. Anyways, Nomad's Requiem. Now we can start. Zimberfizz. Watcha, governor. Hello there. Matey. You got a moment to chat about His Highness over there. Nomad's Requiem. Now with all the requirements met. Wow. Combat. Defeat an enemy up to level 699. Yes. Kraken. Thing is, you see, His Highness has been acting all funny-like. You mean more than normal? Too right, Gov. He's been sneaking off in the middle of the night and coming back all sparkly. Maybe he's just been hitting some taverns? Yeah, right. He's hardly one for the nightlife, matey. So how do I fit into this? Well, I reckon he's up to summon evil. Evil? Well, that's his thing, isn't it? Ain't it? Evil this, evil that. He's gotta be up to summon. Hey, get back to work, you. Oh no, yes, master, at once. Right. Take care of the battleground for a while. I have matters to attend to. Gotcha. What did you say? I said yes, master. He has matters to attend to and he's just teleporting off. Right, with him gone, we can get to work. Have a butcher's in his tent and see if we can find anything tasty. Search the tent. Investigate. Hey, I think I can see a trapdoor hidden under the bedding in there. Core. Well, you reckon it goes? Bet there's something dead secret down there. Maybe we could sneak down and investigate. Sneak, sneak, sneak. This brings us into a secret meeting. Look at these guys. We've got Elite Dark Mage, Elite Dark Warrior, Elite Dark Ranger. I do hope this isn't all that's left of you. I was at least hoping for a challenge. I'll show you a challenge, traitor. Here he comes, the Dark Warrior. Yeah. Yeah. Is it my turn now? I didn't want it. I didn't sign up for this. Really? How unfortunate for you. God save me. Protection prayer. Ha! Your prayers won't protect me from me. Won't protect you from me, boy. Match death. Fool, the master will flay the flesh from your bones when he hears of this treachery. Just where do you think you're going? What? No, you can't do this to me. Let's see how much punishment you can take. Magic. Powering up the spell. He's trying to shoot. It's not going well. Yeah. All too easy. Yeah, dangerous guy. Oh, hi. How's it going? Hey. Level 699. I know, man. Intriguing. Of all the assassins they could have sent, I would never have expected it to be you. What? Whoa now, I'm no assassin. Oh, really? Then how is it you came to be here? Zimmerfizz sent me here to see where you went. That nosy little. I'll deal with him later. As for you, turn around. Leave and forget you were ever here. My work cannot suffer any more interruptions. What work? What are you up to down here? Drop it. Leave now. I see you down here again. I guarantee it'll be the last mistake you ever make. But we must investigate. There's the bones of the last guys that tried to do stuff here. Alright. We got doorways. An arcane doorway here. Drawing magical energy from somewhere. Very much defended. Magical energy coming from these two ways. Let's go these two ways. Oh, nice. What an interesting place. All ruinous stuff. Crawl through there. Leads us to another room. We've got spectral tenders, a strange device, and drips. Spectral tenders. They're spectrally tending from the fuel hopper. Strange device. There's some strange elemental creatures in here. They're powering this strange device. Find a way to get them all out of here, it might stop working. Just get rid of them. Pew! Ooh, elemental fuel. Take that. Pew pew. Okay. It's not the first spot we need to be in. We get elemental fuel, we can place it. And that makes an elemental creature pop out of the machine and come over here. Must feed. It's very hungry. Yeah, you go the other way first. We got the drips. The drips are insufficient. Many different rooms, many different things to do here. Many different directions facing. Going through here. Let's always keep an eye on what we're doing, what we're facing, what we're dealing with here. Grand Master Quest. Need to be aware. Here's another strange device. And some spectral attendants. And a ladder over here. And empty channels. Just gonna head up this way. You can push these around when relevant. I think they're trying to attack me. Very rude. Don't appreciate that. Okay. There's a lever. There's another lever. And another ladder. We're just heading on up. Whole place. More statues along the channels here. Something of a puzzle, I suppose. Okay. We have a drain here. A larger drain over here. Chasm. Move the statue. Pushing it. Pushing it again. And that makes the water flow. Just kind of ignoring these spectral guys. Not too worried about it. So the statues work to cover the drains and let the water flow. Seems water is flowing to the floor below. Very good. A lot of water up here for all these flowers and stuff. What a nice place. No, it's just making a bunch of flowers. It's probably fine, right? Alright. Alright, this one is in the way currently. This rubble also needs to get out of here. Mine the rubble. Do something. When there's rubble to mine, you might as well. That's now a hole. Okay. We can pull levers here. We can't move these statues. Statues rotate, and it goes that way. Now it's flowing that way. We pull this lever. The wires flow in that way, down this hole. I think that's right for the other thing. Down here. We're gonna get through here later. I think we can go the other one first. Have a snack. We need to drop it down here and then get it through this mess to get to this device. Let's pop over to the other one right now. We could do this one first. Looks like we can do either of them. Just depends on where we have the water set to. That's alright. A bit of a puzzle in here. A bit of something. Okay. So in here, we should now have a waterfall. Beautiful. Let's take some fuel. A whole bunch of it. And place it in spots where we can lure the guy out of the strange device and into the water. Place here. Place here. Seems we're trying to be going straight towards this one. It's kind of not going to work. Just going to hit a wall. How would you like to be over here? Nope. He's returning, and all the pieces disappeared. Okay. So I need to move him more gradually over here. That's alright. Let's see if we can get him all the way over to, like, here. There. He's going to come to here. And then we'll bring him over here. See if he moves to the next one we placed already. Must feed. There he goes. Coming over to this one. Coming over that one. And this one. That close enough to the water? Might be the one over. Yep, missed it. Oh well. Functional. We're quick about it, we might be able to actually still get him. No, he's returning. That's fine. That's fine. Just an electric elemental guy just in here, powering the door defense system. I made a bit of a mess here. Put it here instead. And then here. And then in the water. Or is this going to go for that one? That's fine too. Unless he goes this way. Nope. The pathing of some of these puzzle guys, always a question. He's going to try to go for it. He's going to get stuck on the wall, isn't it? Yep. You can tell where it is, but you can't figure out how to get there. Unfortunate. Alright. Maybe on this spot instead here. Returns. It disappears. He's just very hungry. All these other guys are bringing him food, but it's just not enough, clearly. Gonna wait till he's actually where he needs to be here. Then we'll place the next one. That should be good. Alright. And then one here. If he stays out long enough, he'll stop being powered. That's the idea, at least. Walks into the water and dies. There we go. Let's pick the strange device. Some strange elemental creatures in here, powering the strange device. More of them, huh? Yeah. We can get rid of all of them. Which sounds perfectly fine. We got this figured out now. Or, we already had it figured out, but still. This one here. Let's get all of them out. Some of them in here. This is here. Get them in the waterfall. It's feeding time. It's also vaporizing time or whatever. Alright. Very good. Some more. Get another one. Place. And wait for him to come over. Come to this one. And in the waterfall again. Is it weakening? In theory. What's that? Doop-de-doop-de-doo. And it's coming over here. I'm trying not to get electrocuted in the waterfall. Seems like a mistake. Hiss, explode, and power down. Looks like the last of them. The device has stopped working now. Okay. I just need to go turn off the other one, essentially. Let's go. Just need to move the water to the other way on the second floor up, and then figure out what we're doing with all the stuff on the lowest floor here to actually get the water to flow straight into the machine here. Why would you even put a destroys the machine water channel coming through here? Seems like a mistake. Anyway, just need to come up here, pull this lever, get attacked by all these guys. Pull the lever. That's gonna flow this way, or not. Need to pull this lever, or pull it again. These are rotating. Let's go that way. Alright, we'll pull this lever. Rotates that, it stops. Rotate this one. It goes to there. You can see it's on top of it. Okay, that's fine. There's a few more pulls here. It gets it to where it needs to be. Another one. Aha. Actually, it's opposite of that. This one can go in both directions. This one needs to go this way. The different levers only affect certain things. Now, all the guys are attacking me. Go away. I pull this one twice. Get them stuck on something that's preferable. That should work. Okay. Well, that's the lead in the water. Down to the next floor here, through this waterfall. Now I just need to get it crossing here. We got all these shapes. I need to make it work here. Cross, cross, cross. Only that way, only that way. Just needs to flow under here, essentially. Start moving some statues. See if we can move all these guys out of the way, too. That'd be fun. That'd be helpful. Alright. Everybody come over here. Oh, don't get stuck behind stuff. Alright. You get stuck behind here. How's that? That gonna work? At least a little bit. Yeah. Need to move all the water to go up this way. I think it's all into here. Not quite. Need 3 of these there. Gets up to there. Don't know if it needs to go into all the flower beds. That doesn't seem important. Or maybe it is. Hard to say. Move some stuff around here. I'm more interested in flooding the strange device, all things considered. Alright. We've gone far enough away that some of them have escaped aggro range. Unfortunate. Fun that way. We can fight them, but then they'll just respawn. At least get them off our backs for a little bit, though. So, probably worth it. Okay. Let's keep rotating things around here. And they might not even aggro on us for a little bit, also. It's kind of fine. Let's see. That going there. This one's also an up. Could technically kind of work. Can we get this set up in a way that it does everywhere? Because it might be necessary. He's stuck on that. Different directions, different configurations of the statues. Strange device. So there. We need another upper one to get to that. It needs to go up from here, because it's only here so far. Okay. The other guys are just being nice and over there. Get out of here. Cool. Okay. Yeah, just one bit of water is not enough to turn this off, unfortunately. Right. And here. A little bit slow moving these around. That's okay. Making progress. Doing stuff. Also not worrying about any of their drops. They technically have drops. That's fine. I'm not going to be fighting these much longer. If they have anything special on their drop table, it'll be time to find it, but the device is still working. I need to get more water to stop it. That's the plan. Okay. Just need to get up from here. I'll go up to 3. And just move this one into between there somewhere. That could, in theory, work. Best way to do the puzzle? Hard to say. A way to do the puzzle? You betcha. It seems to be keeping all the other guys there still. This is working. Okay. Let's move some stuff. One of the puzzles where the actual process is more annoying than actually just doing it, unfortunately. No, don't need that one there. That one's gonna go up, across to all those, that'll cross to there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's just the process of actually doing the puzzle here. Let's also have this piece of elemental fuel. Don't need that right now. Okay. This one can go down here. See if we inadvertently get more pieces of this flowing or not. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Now just move all these 5 here, one more around, and it should flood the machine here. Now only one. Now it's not enough. Just a little bit more. Push. Push. Push the statues. Alright. Keep going. Almost there. Yeah. Presumably, there's some benefit for putting a little bit of water into the machine here. Otherwise, why would you even put the channels here in the first place? In order to make it be able to be stopped, I suppose. It's definitely a system. Not a good system, but it's a system. Keep pushing. And that works there. This one's gonna get over to this bit of the flower. Nothing's gonna be here. It's gonna go over there. It's gonna go over to here. It's just not gonna reach these two, I guess. That's fine. I'm not worried about the flowers. I'm worried about messing everything up. Yes, the device looks to be out of order now. Perfect. Broken. We're just coming in here, breaking stuff. That the incredibly powerful guy told us not to even be here anymore. That's just our problem, obviously. Alright. Take some damage from all those guys attacking us. Give Fuel hopper if we need it. And these have both turned off. Enter the arcane doorway. There you go. Sneaking further into this whole mess of a place, where we find another arcane doorway. And we got spectral worshippers, 2 more channels of power, and a big, big room. Oh, wow. Okay. We'll go this way first. Doorway. Enter the doorway. Brings us to another room. We've got roots. A big root around the device. Destroy the roots. Yikes. Roots are protecting each other. Can't do much when they're all grouped up together like this. We got some roots to go destroy. And spectral cultivators. Okay. Or the base of the roots here. Taking some damage. Roots, roots, roots. These cultivators are trying to cultivate these roots to protect this device. It's always something here. It's always something. Destroy the root. Shoot the root. The root thrashes around seeking help. Nope. No such luck. When you're all alone, you don't get to. Shoot another root. Running, 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 running. Alright. Let's go take out the other roots on this side. Trying to shoot this one start, but we're coming back this way anyways, so it's fine. Running, running, running. I don't think these guys were ever much of a actual problem here. Just compared to all the other things, a few low-level guys attacking you a little bit. Not that big of a deal. Kind of annoying while doing puzzles. Kind of like Warning's End Part 2 and all the shadows. But comparatively, this is pretty doable. Goodbye, roots. A huge roar echoes throughout the temple. Dun dun dun. For it is the decaying avatar. I know. I'll shoot him. We have 5,000 health. Wild. Alright, you can stop attacking me. I got this guy safe spotted. Don't need your input. Pew. 51% accuracy here. Hit chance. Not great. He gets the job done. If you can't do anything about it, it's not a huge deal. Of course, this is not the actual only thing that he does here. He also eats roots that pop up, healing himself. Because of course he does. So that just makes the fight a little bit longer here. See if we can anticipate where the root's gonna be and stop it before he heals himself. That would speed things up a little bit. That's okay. Not much of a fight. Go stand melee distance. Let him hit you. Unnecessary. Pew. Okay. First heal was at 75% health. Kind of anticipate more heals here at lower healths. He's gonna turn and start walking a direction. We beat him there? No, he kind of just blocked us. That's not great. And he's full health again. Yeah, whatever. We'll just take our time. It's pretty quick and in the way, so it makes it really hard to get to the roots from this position. If we preemptively stood where they're going to be, we could probably destroy the roots. Not too worried about it, all things considered. When the fight's so easy. Whether it takes a little bit longer, not a huge issue. Could maybe even just shoot him down before he even gets to the root. That's also an option, maybe. Although with our 51% damage, it's not very good. Yeah, 220 crit. That's okay. 51% of what it could be, though. 255. The crits are very, very high with the new crit system. So that's something. Pew pew. Yeah, 98 ranged. 289 crit. Pretty good. It's got 1100. Got 976. 796. 678 one. 5,000. Alright. Well, he's gonna run out of root steed eventually. Which is good. If we actually had to do something about the roots, we could, but again, not too worried about it. Pew pew. Okay. Yeah, that's a sizable amount of health here for an enemy. Probably one of the higher totals we've had. 5,000, equivalent to 50,000 without the decreased numbers here. Well, that might still be increased. Not sure if we're there yet. At any rate, lots of health. Takes a while. Not a challenge whatsoever. Unlike the later fight here. Just need to do a lot of damage. Without even needing to try. Plenty of charge left on the crystal bow. Yep. Each shot takes a little bit. And something. Again, also slightly changed, but still. That's alright. He's decaying. Decaying even quicker. Nomad's discarded prototype of the Avatar of Creation from the actual main Soul Wars game. That's something. Now works as a guardian of one of the strange devices. Kinda. He's just down in here, being a nuisance. Get rid of it. Get out of here. And down he goes. Now goes all that. And down goes that. Well, I guess that put this device out of commission. It was vine powered or something. I don't know. One more device to go mess with. Let's go do it. Lots of stuff down here. Lots of stuff. We continue. Also, low doorways, apparently. So that's something. Okay. Go through here. Go to the other side. It is all this fancier floor pattern here. It's just not that far away in terms of draw distance and everything. Yeah. Next room. Hey, over here. A knight. You alright? You got attacked by this guy. Talk to knight. He is not doing so hot. Got an arrow. Are you alright? I'm done for. You must stop him. Stop his treachery. Who? Nomad? Do you know what he's up to down here? The master was wise to send you, brother. Go now and finish our task. I've made the preparations. Bathe his infernal contraption in wave upon wave of flame. Master? Who's that, then? What are you talking about? There's no need for pretense down here, brother. There's only death. And he's dead. Last breath spent, the knight collapses to the floor. Rest now, brave knight. What a weird guy. Enter a doorway. That puts us in smoky room. The foul corruption. I'm gonna just sap your knowledge and start choking. Where's the information about what we're supposed to do here? Examine the doorway. Low passage. Search the night. Okay. Doesn't seem to be anything useful here. What's this? Here we go. There's something scrawled on the floor here. Only the pious. I wonder what that could mean. It means exactly what it says it means. Pious. Piety. The requirement of the quest being 70 prayer. Switch back to regular prayers in order to activate piety. Oh, it's got some bonus prayer points for going to the Santistan altar. That's nice. Activate piety. That'll protect us from the hazy effects and all that. And now we're in here. We got corruption beasts. Use those to recharge our prayer points. Go around taking some slabs to cross the pit here. Take some point damage from that. Should have plenty of time with the amount of prayer points we have here. Prayer. It's definitely a system. Slab over here. And we got another slab. I like slabs. Slabs of rock. Just running around. They're not even particularly heavy, somehow. It's fine. Alright. Well, there's one way. Jump to slab. Jump to slab. Place the slab. Jump to slab. Just getting across this bubbling pit here. These weird guys. Corruption beasts. Neat. And we jump. And we place. And we jump. And we go. Here is the strange device with explosive barrels. Look at that. Magic. Fire. Ignite. Bathe it in flame. Cast fire wave on barrel. Get closer to the barrel. Ignite the barrel. And it just explodes. And now it's broken. Oh, that seems to have broken something. It broke the barrels in the machine. Yes. And that is that. Let's fight a corruption beast. Just because why not? We should attack him from here? Yep. He's dead. Uplifts our spirit. Look at that. How fancy. Hip. Hip. Okay. And now, with that done, we can go through the next room. The next door is open. The next part. Also turn off piety here. That's good. This whole master in business. Definitely something of a problem here. Enter arcane doorway. This looks like it. Whatever Nomad is up to, it must be through here. And we are in no way, shape, or form prepared for that. I've got plans. Lots and lots of plans for facing Nomad. So let's get to it. Well, the Nomad fight is very serious business. So we're going to pull out every possible stop here. Starting with our equipment. I'm going to buy Barrow's gloves, or Quantumancer's gloves 10. Because they are ever so slightly better than the spined gloves. A little bit more armor, a little bit more damage. Lots of things lack prayer bonus these days, unfortunately. So that's going to be a bit of a negative. Just drop the gloves here, it's fine. That does mean, when we want to go and put the spined armor away, we're going to need to go and get another pair of spined gloves. Totally worth it, though. Very good. Next up, the reason that we went and got to 78 Slayer, even though we already managed to fight the Aqua Knights earlier for the other quest, got their bone by just boosting Slayer a little bit. We need to kill many, many Aqua Knights for an upgrade. Unfortunately, in 2015, the drop table was pretty much completely changed. It'd be so much nicer to have the new drop table, all those seeds and stuff. But those don't exist. Instead, we're just sitting here with water battle staffs that we're going to alch, and the amulet of ranging, or the ranging amulet, or whatever it's going to be called. Amulet of ranging, ranging amulet. It's the amulet of ranging. We want that because it is slightly better at ranging. Shocker. A little bit stronger than the Amulet of Glory. Does lack the prayer bonus, but that's not going to be a problem, probably. Unfortunately, it is a 1 in 512 drop here from the Aqua Knights. So that's going to be quite a bit, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Also, let's see how strong we are against them. And how strong they are. 100% accuracy. That's pretty good. How much damage are they going to do? Just a little bit? They have a special attack thing where they mess with your prayer if you keep it on too long or something. I'm going to look at all the drops they're not going to get. Guess we can also take the charms. So that's 3 things. We get charms, we get water battle staffs, and then when we get the amulet, we'll be done. Yeah, damage-wise, looks like it's fine. See if we can get them to do their attack here. They don't survive long enough to really get to. We already have 100% accuracy, so increasing, doing the leech range strength wouldn't make a huge difference, most likely. Yeah, each individual fight, they're probably not going to start off with the attack, so we're probably fine to just have protect from, well, deflect magic on. It's going to do a tiny bit of damage to them. And here's a whole bunch of bones and stuff. Also, I guess technically we have noted snapegrass and seaweed or something, but that's not something we really care about. So yeah, with how fast these kills are, this should, in theory, not be too bad. We will see. And there it is. Pop up and everything for it. How nice. The Amulet of Ranging. I'll take that. I'll also take alching the rest of the stabs here, because that is money. I guess we'll also alch the Amulet of Glory. It's worth a little bit at least. Yeah, not too bad. Decent amount of XP, decent amount of cash. Let's see how much in total it's going to be here. In terms of the Amulet of Glory, we do still have the second one in the house, which we were not able to remove previously, so next time we need the Amulet of Glory for doing stuff, maybe we will try to see that again. Try to see if that works. Anyways, for now, alchemize the Glory for another 10,000 coins. Total cash back from this, 261,000, not too shabby. And a decent amount of charms here. That's pretty good. Well, that is another upgrade. Next, a weapon. Here we are at the Chaos Dwarf battlefield, fighting Chaos Dwarf hand cannoneers, specifically. Trying to get the hand cannon and hand cannon shots, and hopefully not getting a dragon pickaxe, because we wouldn't be able to keep that, unfortunately. These guys have big old range attacks. They're going to use protect from range. Just get in there. I mean, not even protect from range. Deflect range. Should be something. Not too strong, these guys. So, we'll make it work. Pick up some coins and salvage and the actual hand cannon bits too. Unfortunately, also the little guys also attack us, so that's going to be a bit unnecessary. Mostly we're going after the cannoneers. Yeah, a little bit of stuff we can get here. It's going to be difficult to actually get alching with everything attacking us. Also, I'm not too worried about the dwogers. They're just kind of here. Yeah, should be something. Well, there's the hand cannon. Unfortunately, we have not yet gotten any hand cannon shot, so we actually can't use this yet. In terms of the number of hand cannon shot that I want, at least a few. It's also a fairly rare drop here. Yeah. Manageable. Well, there's one stack of it. Pretty much immediately after the hand cannon. 100 shots. I don't think that's going to be enough. Or, even if it is, I'd like to have at least a few more in order to actually be safer about it. We are going to put this in the ammo slot here and drop the mithril grapple. Don't need that. Where we're going. Here at 300 shots. Should be decent. At least it gets good enough here. And here is the hand cannon. Look at that. This can explode, so we're going to be keeping the crystal bow as a backup. Technically, we could keep hand cannon as a backup, but if one explodes, it's fine, I guess. Just alch the other two that we got here. My goodness. A little bit of money there. Could drop them, but out money. That's alright. I'm not going to use the hand cannon until we're actually ready to use the hand cannon, though. 51,000 coins. New weapon and ammo. Definitely not very viable to continuously use hand cannons here. Went through a lot more than 300 shots to get the 300 shots. Yeah, better. That is the setup here. Well, almost. One more thing to change after we're done with the next bit. But now we have inventory to deal with. But before that, something important. Here we are. Back at the beginning. Chicken pen, bow in hand. Although a different one than we started with, for sure. We slayed many chickens here. We're gonna go over that as we make our way all the way through the levels here. Ranged was one of the original skills all the way back in January 2001. Although it was really not very good. Which is why we only managed to train from level 2 to 10 in this very first day here. Training on chickens, cooking some of them. And then we were kind of completely out of arrows, which was not great. Regular short bow with regular arrows. Bronze. Not amazing. There's a reason we didn't come back until December of 2001. Just to train range up a little bit here. And really only because it was by far our lowest stat at this point. Just need to get to a baseline level here in December. Killing chickens, not really picking anything up. All the way up to level 30. Moved over to the Champions Guild. Didn't make too much of a difference. Then, we really had no reason to train ranged, because it was still really bad with just the regular short bow and arrows. And updates including new bows didn't really change how good range was, because of the complete lack of arrows in a reasonable time frame. But we needed to train range from 31 in June of 2002. Still on chickens, all the way up to level 40. Specifically for the Temple of Ikov quest. Which then, thankfully, get us 2 more range levels, 41 and 42, from the quest reward. So that's nice. And then, we skip an entire year again. Now in July of 2003, starting from 43, still the chickens, and we just stayed here at the chickens and got to level 60. Regular short bow and all that, because the maple short bow wasn't really necessary. Didn't actually help at all. Because accuracy and combat, evolution of combat, etc, etc. Yeah, level 60 range. Again, just because it was our lowest combat again. Got it caught up at least somewhat here. Mostly for future use, but something. November 2004, we got 61 and 62 at the archery competition. And that was helping to get some rune arrows, which along with the magic short bow were actually functional. Continuing through November, fighting monks of Zamorak for level 63, 64, killed a guard for 65 in Felidor, 66, and 67. Probably was just very close to that level while running past. And this was our functional equipment here for at least this time. That or the Dragon Mace, which still would have been stronger. It's a whole problem. 68, we got back at the archery competition. We just need a few more arrows. For finishing up 69 and 70. All that in January 2005 because of Slayer. And then we continued to train Slayer through January all the way to April 2005. But now with the Crystal Bow. Level 70 requirement. By far our strongest weapon for quite a while. Level 71, 72, all the way to 80 while training some Slayer. And some good levels. Good stuff. Level 81 we got with Chinchompas that we got from training Hunter in December 2006. 82, we're back at the Monks of Zamorak just to get a level in March 2007. 83 from Ankus for the Varrock Achievement Diary in September 2007. 84, 85, 86 in January, February 2008 at Water Fiends for training some summoning. 87 at Desert Goats, again for training some summoning in March 2008. 88, 89, 90, and 91 June through September 2008, killing green dragons for Dragon Bones for Prayer. 92 was at the circus in January 2009. I definitely had some interesting range levels here. 93, Water Fiends for more summoning in March 2009. Inventory massively full. And then 94 ranged at Aberrant Spectres for training some Herblore in April 2009. That continued through 95, 96, and 97, moving into May 2009. Still just at Aberrant Spectres. 98, while training Slayer in December 2009. 99 ranged. Maximum level. Maxed ranged. Also, combat 128. So that's nice. That is the Sagittarian Shortbow, Sagittarian Longbow, Sagittarian Arrows, and a Sagittarian Equipment in Daemonheim. Also Primal Throwing Knives. The Skill Mastery Cape, Eternal Magic Shortbow, Primal Crossbow, and Masterwork Bow. All of these, besides the Skill Cape, do not exist. Speaking of the Skill Cape, might as well go pick that up. Another level 99 cape we can put in the house here, I guess. It is a bit of a problem with constantly losing these. But they're only 99,000 coins, so it's manageable. We'll just head over to none other than the Ranging Guild to get the Ranging Cape. Who would have thought? And we're going to have to, we don't have to keep the Cooking Cape on us for right now. We could switch to the Ranging Cape. Perk of the Ranging Cape, which doesn't exist yet, gives additional % chance for ammo effects to happen. We don't have any ammo effects either, so that also doesn't matter. Yeah. Ranging Cape. Just as strong as any other trim skill cape. And they're all better than the current Ava's device we can get in terms of range, everything, so different stats, different times. Also don't need to retrieve any ammo with the Crystal Bow or the hand cannon. It just goes through the shot. That's alright. Trey, the armor salesman here. It's just in the shop. Range cape. Info. Buy one. Ta-da! Looks like this. It's got a range symbol on it. Do the emote. So why not? Emotes. Range cape emote. Fire off a arrow into the sky and then dodge out of the way. Very lawn darts-esque. Not the best strategy. Yeah. Let's go put this in the house. And it's time to start working on the inventory situation. First thing to get rid of, the charms. I used too many charms. I need to go get more charms now. I need those for other things. Timing-wise, it'd probably be best to do that next. I've got a lot of different things I need to get here. Partially just dealing with the inventory, all the things in it, because we're not bringing very many things in the actual inventory here at the end of it. But for now, I'll pickaxe here too, why not? Spent a little bit more money, got a little more summoning XP. Almost to 81. Cash stack, 5.3 million. Well, that certainly took longer than it needed to. Found some nail beasts in temple trekking, finally. Gonna get myself a Talon Beast chime. As one of the things I need. Also got some pure essence, which I'm just gonna drop. Don't need that. And here's the other thing we're trying to get for the other pouches. Tortoise shells. Some from the tortoises without the riders, some from the tortoises with the riders. Drop rates, etc. Gonna get 2 of these. Here's the pouches we're gonna be making with those. 2 war tortoises. 1 for actually working and in the fight, and 1 for holding things while we get things together. Because I think it might take a little bit here. And a Talon Beast. Fighting. Next up, farming. Well, that's not the herb distribution I'm looking for here. Plenty of snapdragons, not as much toad flax. Unfortunate. This would be a great time to have like 30 plus more toad flax if we didn't have to, that we dropped on the floor earlier. So yeah. I need to go get more toad flax. I think I'm just gonna get toad flax seeds from Turoth, then plant them, and then wait for those to grow. That should be about right. That's a collection log slot, or whatever. It's not really a slot in this game. Anyways, light mystic robe bottoms. Neat. Would need to get the full light mystic set to actually put it in the house all at once. So we're just gonna need to alch that instead. Unfortunate. Well, this would have been a lot more convenient if we had spined gloves to be able to put the spined in the house. Or if we had an amulet that helped with melee at all. Or more inventory space. Well, there is 5 toad flax seeds for the 5 herb patches that exist. Now I plant them. Just enough seeds to get the last toad flax here. Clean it. Oh, stop. Yeah, I guess we have 1 extra. I don't need that one though. I'm not gonna use it. Yeah. Note with the leprechauns, because they can note even clean herbs now, which is great. Store away the farming stuff. Now we need to go get secondaries. Noted supplies would be even better. So we've got raw sardines and red spider's eggs down here in the Temple of Life with the Hardwing Cloak fighting spidines. These will give us, at least most of the time, noted red spider's eggs. So there's a noted one underneath it. Yep. Alright. So we just activate this until we have enough. These are going to be going with the Snapdragon, so 25. Might need to do a few trips back and forth. Get more sardines at least. But yeah. This is the easy part. And now the hard part. The other thing we need is crushed nests, which we get from birds' nests. We could go and do a whole bunch of woodcutting, but that would take too long. So instead, we're going to go fight the giant mole. Originally would have needed a spade and a light source down here, so we're going to bring those. But due to changes in 2014, 1, you just climb down some roots, and 2, don't need any of this stuff. Also, the drop table is completely different, so we're going to get coins, yew logs, maybe blood runes if we can worry about that. But we're really just here for the actual just 100% drops. Mole pieces, which we can trade in for nests. Also, going to be a situation of the entire fight being completely different. So there's that. The fight was changed from just running around in the mole lair, chasing the mole down as it kept digging away, to being a sort of evolution of combat tutorial boss. Stuns, dodging stuff, channeled attacks, AoEs. We have none of these things. We have a crystal bow. So we're going to get an instance going here. Speed, doesn't matter. Start. Regular mode. All this is also new. Yeah. Run around, find the mole. Should be something. Should be okay. We have to spawn. Protection. Careful, the mole will become more dangerous as the fight progresses. He's got a decent chunk of health. He's digging. You chase him around. All these little baby moles also attacking. Oh yeah. Stun. Avoid the danger. Just run away. Mostly works out. Watch that. Get hit by some attacks from the ceiling. It's the whole idea. Just keep on chasing the mole around, but into a more confined locations here. We can even try to safe spot sometimes. Whether or not that works out well for us. Kind of does the ceiling stomping. Or we can just take the hits too. Also an option. Just keep running around. Goes to each of the rooms once, and then back to the middle. Moles. Tutorials here. Might have to be safe to stay near the moles, so we'll just run away. It hits a little damage, not too much. All very manageable. Kind of except for this room, a little bit more annoying. Giant mole. And then mini moles, which makes the hits do less or something. Seems kind of fine. Do we even need prayer? Taking a little damage, but we need to have inventory space to pick everything up anyways, so it's kind of fine, really. And then the mini moles kind of just die eventually. Head into the last room here. Fight the mole some more. Does all the special attacks, all at the same time. In theory, you learn about things, stun it, do stuff. In practice, not so much. Can still kind of run away though. Take less damage. That's a thought. Pew. Pew. And down goes the mole. Defeat the giant mole. Brilliant. There's those blood runes we don't need. And here is mole pieces, which we then can go outside and trade in for bird's nests. Should be 4 per kill here. That's going to be okay. Talk to Wyson. Should be around here. Wyson. There he is. Exchange mole bits. All of them. Got some mole bits. Like to trade everything. Even notes it, which may or may not be accurate here. 4 things in 4 slots. It's fine. We can do at least 3 here before we need to start worrying about that. So, let's get some nests together. Maybe even summon the war tortoise, put some nests in there, unnote them, etc., etc. They're full of cheap seeds, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright. Here is the unnoted bird nests and vials of water we got from vials of water packs. Those are noted, and the herbs are noted, and it's all gonna be great as we go and make some Ceridome and brews. which require 81 herblore. Would be great if we had 81 herblore, but now we can, with the power of penguins. We're still getting portions because of the XP changes. 7 points worth per week here. That is easily enough herblore XP to get us 81 herblore. Ceradoma Brews. Later, strong cure potions and super melee potions. Brilliant. Let's get these seeds out of here. They're not very good. Not something we can deal with right now, honestly. Got those. Crush the nests. Some of them in here for a little bit here. Storage. Additional storage because of Beast of Burden. It's always convenient. Anyways. Seeds. Got some watermelon seeds. Exact seeds from all this could also be different. We'll see. Just need to now get the water out, and then get the herbs out, and then get the nests out. We drop these, pick those up, pick these up, pick those up. Inventory management. Now with more inventory to manage. Amazing. Right. Got 12 inventory right now. We get 12 in and out. Drop all these, I guess. Or just 6 at a time is also fine. Toad flax. Potions. All the herbs and potions have also changed colors recently. That's been a whole thing. Then crust nest, Sarah brews. Unfortunately 3 dose, so that's another extra thing we need to deal with. Making 4 dose potions. Of course, all this is also not going to be perfect. Inventory, inventory, inventory. Then drop a vial. Pick up the rest of the vials of water here. 5 of those. Get more toad flax out. 6 because it fills the inventory. Make more potions. Get the nests. Go back for more nests. Keep fighting the mole. Now with a ward tortoise helping us out. Take all the nests from the tortoise. Put the nests in the potions. We could even bring some other potions here. Or just at the Falador bank also would be fine. Check out the other 2 dose. Decant everything. Which we also technically could do at the Grand Exchange or something. Well, that's fine. So 12 potions, 3 dose. Decants into 9 potions, 4 dose. Now we just need to use up the rest of the toad flax. Let's get some more sharks. That'll help too. A few more kills at the giant mole. Should be great. Went and got 1 more toad flax in order to make enough brews here. Was just 1 more because of the amount that the war tortoise actually holds, which is 18. So that means we have more space for things. Making potions, dropping things. Also gonna go do some farming because we did end up getting a U seed from the bad seeds nests. Turns out, can sometimes be at least okay. Alright. This, vial, pestle and mortar. Get out of here. Don't need any of the rest of this. We have this. And all of these brews. A total of 30, which is pretty solid. So, I'm gonna go farm this U seed and get the last bits of things that I need. But also, we're running out of time on the tortoise, so I'm going to renew the familiar here, the other tortoise pouch. And now we're on a time limit here, unless I go get another tortoise. Which I won't. The last equipment change. Making a ring of dueling to teleport. Because due to the way things are going to be, the Ring of Life is not going to work. An even stronger source of healing, in case things go even worse than expected. Rock Tails. You gonna come bother me? Don't bother me. Now we just need to clear out the inventory of everything else. Runes, sold. Cash, stored here at the kingdom. Because that's the only way we can. And we got plenty of space in here, all things considered. Don't you guys spend any of my money while I'm off fighting Nomad. I need that. Alright. Charge everything up and get over to Soul Wars. Getting the last bits of Herbal XP from all the Red Spire's eggs and Snapdragons. Extra compared to what we really needed. Here is Super Restores 4. Specifically, 10 of them. Pick up another one, pick up the other one. Put the Talon Beast in the War Tortoise, because that's the last thing we're going to need. Eat a Rocktail for the health boost up to 1023. Wield the hand cannon. So we have the full power, unless it explodes. And get in here. We have 30 brews, 10 super restores, 4 rocktails, the backup crystal bow to go with the hand cannon, and the Talon Beast pouch if we run out of things. We boosted up the prayer at the Centistan altar, renewed the summoning points, and now, with all of that done, and we click on this door, this looks like it. Whatever Nomad's up to, it must be through here. If he's in there, he's not going to make this easy. This is going to be a fight to the death. Are you ready to confront Nomad? Yes. By far the strongest quest boss yet released. Dodge mines, clones, and almost one hit, so you will be deceased. But there is one thing Nomad did not foresee. With new gear and many potions, we won't go down easy. Here we go. There he is, sitting on his crazy power throne. Being level 699. Wild stuff. The assassin approaches. But I wonder what compels you to seek death. Is it out of foolish loyalty to your master? Or is it merely stupidity that brings you to face me? I already told you, I'm not an assassin. Although you are forcing my hand here. I warned you about coming to find me, yet here you are. I was just curious about what you've been up to, is all. How touching. Very well. I suppose it won't hurt to alleviate your curiosity. Let's prepare to click on some prayers here. Or technically curses. Did you wonder where all the souls went from the battleground above? No, not really. Just like all the other fools who battle with the promise of a petty reward. Did you not stop to consider your actions even once? Few ever do. They are simply told to do something and follow blindly. So where do all the souls go? Did you consider the source of my power? They are one and the same. You mean the soul obelisk funnels all the souls from above into your throne here? Precisely. Why toil to attain power on your own, when you can have thousands of others do it for you? And why do you need such power? Oh, let's just say that my former employer didn't take kindly to my resignation. No doubt it will come for me eventually, instead of sending petty lackeys and assassins. Preparations had to be made. Preparations which you have rather unfortunately disrupted. And who is this former master of yours? Oh, I'm sure a clever adventurer like you has figured that out by now. By the looks of the previous people that were sent after him, it's looking very much like Lucian, but that's just a hunch. If not, it's not a question that will trouble you for much longer. I guess I'll be leaving now. Yes, it's time for you to be leaving. Okay then, bye. You're not going anywhere. But you just said it was time for me to be leaving. Yes, but not in that sense of the word. I can't have you telling others of what you've learnt. Fine. Bring it on. So be it. Show no pity in your attacks, for you shall receive none in return. Fight. And defense. Out of range. And we fight. Bruise. Restore. Our health. Super restores. Clean it back. Protect from rage. Probably does nothing here. Let's make things interesting. He's scattering mines around us, which is not safe. I'm going to leave that situation. Thank you very much. I'd like to not get blown up by mines. Appreciate it. And we blast him. And we heal. And we heal. And can you handle my wrath? Yes, I can. Behind me, behind a pillar. This hits 750s, which is pretty wild. Don't get hit by exploding. Heal back up. Just keep healing here. Healing. Restoring. Let's see how your senses serve you. Attack the one that attacks last. This one. And that's that. Pew-pew. Keep healing. Tough. Time to even this up. This is drained a bit. Heal back up a bit. We don't have breaking vials yet. Wild. Let's at least let him do his other attack here. Ow. There it is. The final crazy attack. Let's see how much punishment you can take. Turns out, quite a bit of punishment. He's going for a big, super crazy attack. Huh? Yeah! 920. Wild. And there's our first brew restore there. Wild. That gives him some nice time to heal back up from his nearly one-hit attack. Wild stuff. Heal. Heal. This ends now. Switches into a melee attack style. We keep healing. And he goes down. This time, actually, Protect from Melee actually does do something. You've doomed this world. Well, yeah, we kind of over-exaggerated the fight there. We've doomed the world, eh? Disagree. Out of there. What you got now? Yeah. Yeah. Overall, a bit over expected here. What did we drink? Like a few potions here. We made 40. We drank 9.5. Better to be over-prepared than under-prepared, though. That's just how strong we are, I suppose. Alright. Let's drop these vials. Didn't even get to use the Talon Beast. Didn't have space for it. But yeah. The stats were massively nerfed with the evolution of combat. Somewhat returned to power in 2015. But in general, the actual length of the fight, much shorter. Either that or we have 99 range and that's good enough. Anyways. Talk to Zipperfizz. What you got now? Talk about Nomad's Requiem. I did it. I stopped Nomad. Really? Oh, I hope he ain't mad with me. You didn't make him too angry, did you? Well, sort of. Aw, I bet he's gonna set me on fire again for putting you up to this. Yeah, I don't think he'll be doing that anytime soon. Why not? Oh, well, he's sort of dead. Sort of dead? You killed him? Well, what else was I supposed to do? Not kill him? Very funny. I never told you to go killing him now, did I? I just have a poke around is all I said. Yeah, you didn't give me much choice in the matter. Oh, I don't believe this. I'm gonna have to clean up all this mess you made. Come on then, give us his head. Head? Why would I have his head? You didn't say you killed him, didn't you? Yes. Then where's his head? You can't know he's really dead unless you cut his head off. That's disgusting. That don't make it not true. Ah, this has all gone pear-shaped. Come on, you. I must see this for myself. Yeah. See it for yourself. There he is. Right on the floor. Everything's fine. Yep. I shot him with a cannon. Don't worry about it. You see? Wasn't kidding, was I? Oh, alright then. I suppose you don't have to cut his head off. You know, in a way, I'm sorry to see the old fella go. Really? Well, he kept everything running up on the surface. Didn't he make you do all the work, though? Actually, come to think of it, he did. I guess I'm free now. See, it's not all bad. I guess that makes me in charge of things upstairs. I should look the part if I'm going to be running the place. He gets a hat and a monocle and a suit. What do you think? Nice. Yeah, you sure know style when you see it, matey. So what was the old fella up to down here anyway? Oh, it was an evil scheme all along. The whole of Soul Wars is a front to fuel his evil plans for power. Crikey. We've got to put a stop to any more battles right now, tear the whole thing down at once. While we're there, let's not do anything hasty-like. Anything hasty, it's all evil. Evil. It can't be all that bad. Not if we handle the power like. What's the deal down here anyway? The Soul Obelisk isn't some ancient relic. It's a giant machine that Nomad built for harvesting souls. Well, I could have told you that. So does it work? Of course it does. Crackin'. I'm sure there's some magic-y types out there who will pay you through the nose for a bottle of the soul stuff. Bottle and sell it? Are you mad? Of course not, matey. Just business-minded. We'll make a killing, so to speak. I can't believe what I'm hearing here. I know, it sounds too good to be true, don't it? Too good to be true, indeed. Speaking of things that are too good to be true, here's Nomad. He's fine. He teleports away. I'm sure that's not going to have repercussions in the future. Climbing out. Quest complete. Nomad's Requiem. 3 quest points. 70 Soul Wars Zeal points. Soul Wars Cape. Soul Wars Respawn. Talk to Zimmerfist to choose a Soul Wars Cape. Access to the Bloodwood Tree and the Soul Wars waiting area later. And Nomad and the Decaying Avatar in the Dominion Tower later. Beautiful. 299 quest points too. That's pretty cool. We could talk to Zimberfizz to get a Soul Wars Cape here. But we don't want to. Because in the future we're going to need that for a different thing. And we could get it for free at that point. It's just a cape with what used to be pretty good prayer bonus. Now prayer bonus isn't quite as much of the thing that we need. And the Zeal is 70 Zeal we could spend on XP or charms. Or we could save it for other things in the Soul War shop. Some things can't even be purchased on Ironman or it's changed later. There's all these pets and stuff. In total, the XP we could get would be something. Probably just going to hold on to it for now. So yeah, we got 70 Zeal, a Soul Wars Cape we can claim. Not too shabby. And all of these Ceradome and Brews, which we really, really do not need. I guess we might as well summon the Talon Beast, since we have it here. Which these cost? Some. Just gonna drop all these on the floor. Or drink one, it's fine too. Take bomb. Dismiss. this familiar. Summon up the Talon Beast. He would have attacked Nomad super quick. Would have been great. Much like the Nail Beasts, they attack 3 times in a row every attack. That's pretty fun. But yeah, in general, all this can go. As we click on it again. Heal myself back up to 0 or whatever. Super restore all that minus. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. We also still have 271 hand cannon shot, so that's something. I'm just gonna go grab my money, buy some more teleporting runes, figure out if I even want to do anything with this hand cannon. But in general, that was easier than it could have been. But we were fully prepared. Could go and see exactly how much health the amount of brews we used was. Would have been like 6 or 7 brews. Each was 400. So that's equivalent to like, not really even 14 rocktails or anything. So we really would have been fine with just a pile of rocktails. But you never know. With my testing, it was with the same gear, but with 99 defense and 99 prayer and everything, so it all works out. Very good. And with that out of the way, everything else should really be a breeze for a while. Next time, goodbye.